list for a while, and I think you guys will really enjoy these games. We're either free or discounted on Steam. I think most of them were free, so if you guys are interested in checking it out. But we are going to be starting with Dark Egg. I've heard a little bit about Dark Egg, but I've never seen any gameplay, so I'm very excited to start this. But let's just get on over into it. Let me pull up some stuff real quick. I did not do any prep work, so you'll have to excuse my face. I'm going to be trying to process this and fix it on my end. But while you guys wait, how is your day? Hopefully good, hopefully good. Also, we did manage to get Demonologist up and possibly running for Bean. So we might be trying to stream that here soon. Maybe Friday would be nice. And we're going to be trying to rotate back in some Lethal Company. I know it's been a hot minute since we have touched that. And all that jazz. I think it'll be really fun. But let's get on over into this game. Alright, so this is the loading screen. I know nothing about this, but I'm very interested. Alright, let's see. New game. Start a new game? Yes. I don't have another game. Alright, let's see what we're getting into. Also, if you guys are watching along and have the time to do so, change into something comfy and grab a drink and grab a snack. When I was young, I heard a story about an island surrounded by a silver lake. Interesting. I like pixelated, like hand-drawn stuff. The island was empty, save for an old city. Its people were lost and hungry, and when they cried for help, there was no answer. But then from the heavens came the many eyes of grace, who gave an answer. Salvation arrived on winged creatures, speaking in tongues that aged men. Interesting. They taught many secret things and what mind was. Their gifts took away mankind's faults and replaced them with eyes of grace. So they made like a monster island. The island was blessed and everyone was made right. Or blessed, everyone was made right. The city was made better. Its sun was consumed. The city was made into memory, living words in eternity. So they made the sun into a living eye of grace. Streams faded and none came back from the island. Most leave the island alone, except for those seeking its greatest treasure. An egg from the heavens, unspoilt, spoilt, and perfect. New words I struggle with. Resting in the womb of the old city. A thing that will grant any wish you desire. Oh man, what's our wish gonna be? I like this hand drum. A thing I must get. Let's see, are we gonna think that the wish is to bring back a loved one, or... I don't think it's gonna be like riches or power. You've awoken to the rocking of a ship. You can't remember how many days it has been. I said it would only take half a day to get to the island. Even the ferryman said so. But the ferryman has not moved from his spot since you got on the boat. He simply stares forward into a white mist with no island in sight. The sound of waves surround you and nothing else. Let's see, island. Talk to the ferryman or look for the island. You speak up to catch the ferryman's attention, but he makes no attempt at speaking back to you. He only continues to stare into the white mist ahead. Is the boat even moving? Island! You peer over the boat and see rushing water. It is a relief to know the boat is going somewhere. You, like the ferryman, simply stare out into the mist-covered waters. There's no island in sight. Well, yeah, it's misty. Ag. You open your bag just beneath your feet. It is drenched by the mist and splash of the waves around you. Oh no. The contents are nothing special. Gear you were told would help you on the island. Many assured you there would be a town near the seashore when you arrived. You're not so sure anymore. Inventory. A good explorer always knows what he carries. Oh, alright. Equipped a small knife. Now my socks in my bag are gonna be wet. That's the worst feeling, is wet socks. Hello, hello, penguin. Welcome in. Climbing rope, compass, and recovery potion. Okay, cool, cool. Excellent, excellent. We like to see it. Though you remember bringing a map of the island, you can't seem to find it in your bag. Maybe it fell out? How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Search for your map. A ruined map of the island and a broken compass. What? We just seen our compass! You find your map on the floor of the ferry and pick it up. While you're no sailor yourself, it isn't completely foreign to you. The map is wet to the touch. Still hopeful, you open it, but find its contents unreadable anymore. The ink runs. Work is nuts, but I'm here. Oh no, well I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry work is so rough today. We got our cozy clothes on today. What's nuts about it? It appears you'll need to draw a new one as you go. You place the map in your bag near your compass and notice the dial spinning erratically. Pulling it out, you try to hold it steady. The dial only grows more wild. Upon hearing a rustle from the front of the boat, you look up from your bag. Oh gosh. The ferryman has turned from the misty waters. He stares at you with dull eyes. Ocean mist drips from his pale chest. Is he gonna jump into the ocean? You feel his gaze on you. Please, won't you step back from that ledge, my friend? You give a quick hello to the ferryman. His face remains expressionless. Black eyes stare directly at yours. So this island is turning people into monsters, or turned people into monsters? We've passed the normal waters. Indeed, you'll be docking soon. I won't go to shore. I'm sure you know, I never go to shore. Well, this sounds like a horror movie. Why not? The ferryman stares for a long time. To step on that island is to become something else. But you knew that already, didn't you? I know what you're after, and the island knows too. They all know. The ferryman leans forward to you. That is why you never go to shore. The ferryman nods, as if knowing you already understand. Right, well, thanks for letting me know anyways. Of course, the ferryman turns from you and stares back out over the ocean waves. To your relief, you begin to see a land emerging from the white mist. Alright guys, we're going to use our imagination here. Look or relief? Let's take a look. We're not sure if it's a good thing. The shoreline is decorated in yellow lights, and as the boat gets closer, a silhouette of a dark, wet town appears before you. The lights seem to dance in mist and rain. It is the harbor. Best be quiet when you get to shore, the ferryman whispers. Why? Caution is wise, but I don't know how much it will help you on that island, the ferryman replies weakly. We'll be aboard in a moment. Best to sit down. Okie dokie, sit. You sit where your bag rests. The cold splashes of water pepper your numbing face. You let out a breath and see it mist in front of you. Oh, it is chilly. Is it getting colder? Yeah, that's what cold breath means. The ferryman raises his hand, and as he does so, the boat slows. The boat twists and turns as if 4 men are piloting it. You remember that there was a crew on this boat when you first set off. There was a crew, wasn't there? The boat comes to a halt, and beside the boat you see a worn wharf. Wharf? Best of luck to whatever it is you're searching for, stranger. You look to the ferryman and are surprised to find he is not at the head of the boat any longer. Yeah, he doesn't want to get close to the island? That is strange. He was there a moment ago. He just jumped. You look around but do not find him anywhere. It is only you, and there is only the dock. A small layer of snow covers it. Snow! We don't have a jacket! Oh no, my energy. My trauma! Oh, good. Trauma never recovers. Do not reach 100%. You know, that's fair. You step off the boat and your feet press into the snow. Light rain begins to pepper your face as you walk into the town. I hope this is copyrighted music. Rain and snow pelt against your body. The harsh wind claws at your face. Oh, the bass. Jesus. You realize now that you're far underprepared for what is to come. Yeah, we don't have a jacket. The town is quiet and the street lamps glow a dim yellow in the winds around you. Not a soul in sight, but as you walk forward, you hear the laughter of a man to your right. Near him is a small shop. Hello, laughing man. Your footsteps splash in the road. Continue walking down, enter the shop. Talk to the stranger. Let's be nice. You approach the man apprehensive. His laugh continues to echo through the roads as if amplified by something. No one else is around, and you notice the man has no smile on his face. You greet him and ask him if he knows where anyone else is. You know, actually, we were told not to talk. So, you know, the laughter stops. Maybe we shouldn't have done this. He turns his face toward you, but does not meet your eyes. His gaze lies beyond you, a pale face without life. His eyes reflect nothing. There is no one else. There is just you. Okay. The man turns from you and walks away. He shortly begins to laugh again, growing quieter as he vanishes from your view. So don't talk to anyone? Your footsteps splash in the road. Let's go to the shop. Maybe they got a jacket. You walk up to the small shop and open the door. Getting out of the rain. Hello, welcome in. Getting out of the rain quickly. The inside is a good deal warmer than out there. Hello, hello. How's your day going? Alright. Good. It is warmer. We don't have to worry about the water. And the snow. Lining the walls rests all kinds of goods, from small vials to books and art. Centered at the back is a large wooden countertop. I'm dying to pollen send help. All I can send is antihistamines, and I don't think you want those. Tree, oh god, I don't think I can say that out loud. Oh Jesus. Behind the counter sits a pale, bearded man, and behind him, a wall. From his seat, he towers over you just slightly. Well, we do have 30 gold. We might be able to get a jacket, because we will freeze. Damn, almost got you to say it. Haha! I am prepared. Let me make this bigger. Why is text chat so small? Is this better? Can you guys read it now? Or maybe it's just me. Maybe my screen is small. Wait, come back. It could just be me. I'm not sure. Oh well. Continue on. We are playing The Dark Egg, but gotta go do work. Have good stream. Thank you! Have good work. His eyes are nearly closed and he appears amused at your presence. Funny, haven't had visitors in a long time. He chuckles. But then again, perhaps you aren't a visitor at all. What are you here for? A jacket. You ask the man if he has any equipment to help you on your journey. He motioned towards the back of the shop. As you walk, you find racks of various clothing, some with fur, others with various embellishments. You realize most of it's common wear, and unfortunately not very helpful for what you plan to do. You think you can't use any of it? The man asks after a moment. He looks you up and down. You don't have a fine piece of leather on you, but armor isn't everything out there. Yeah, a warm jacket would be nice. He points to a thick coat near you. The cold can be just as deadly as the creatures, if not more so. Yeah, right? You can't get away from the cold. You can get away from the creatures. I've seen many experts of the sword freeze before they made even a single swing. Yeah, I would like 40 gold. I don't have 40 gold. Can I barter? You don't have enough gold. Do you have a cheaper coat? Oh. Maybe they have a potion of like warming or some stuff? You take a look at the man's potion supply, but find it rather barren. Don't carry much more than the essentials here, the man says. Not many visitors mean not many buyers either. Still, you're welcome to take a look around. Blast post. That's 40 gold too. Never mind. Okay, so we need to go maybe get gold and then come back? We probably could do that. It didn't give me an option to let's go down the street. To sell anything. As you follow a trail of wind and rain through the town, for some reason I want to say trail of wind and rain through the town, you walk empty streets lined with yellow lights and past buildings with no people. The weather worsens as the road opens up somewhat, to houses on one side and a chapel on the other. You see what looks to be people, but as you get closer, you notice they make no sound. All of them care not for the rain, letting it fall on their pale skin. Their black eyes stare at nothing. Are we sure we're not going to touch this egg and all these people are going to, like, attack us? They walk from street to street, building to building, without pause and without emotion. None turn to you as you walk by. You stand in the center of the road, blank faces passing you by. The chapel appears empty. Chapel sounds good. I don't want to pester somebody in there. No, we're not going to talk to people. The chapel is quiet. The floors, walls, and ceilings are tiled with glossed black stone. Between the stones rests worn white gout. Pictures of people and the harbor line the walls, and lanterns rest in all four corners of the large room. In its center lies an altar. On it is a dark egg. Uh-oh. You feel the egg calling to you. They're gonna murder me. I guess we'll just go with the worst. You walk up to the egg, passing rows of empty pews along your way. At the altar, you notice 4 pedestals surrounding the egg, each with a lit beacon. Ugh, I have a bad feeling about a faint glow surrounds the egg. We're not going to touch the egg yet. You go towards one of the pedestals and notice that from each one extrudes out a glowing barrier of sorts. Nearly invisible, it's likely a dangerous trap meant to protect the egg. Yeah, see, we don't touch things we don't know. The 4 pedestals are lit, and a barrier protects the egg. Okay. Let's go behind first. You step around to the back of the altar. The 4 pedestals are lit, and the barrier protects the egg. Okay, you examine the right pedestal and notice a switch beneath its beacon. You try to press it, but find it's locked. Okay. You examine the left pedestal and notice a switch beneath its beacon. You try to press it and hear a click. The beacon switches off with a low hum, and the barrier dimming with it. Sparks fly from the other 3 beacons toward the edges of the chapel. One goes to the pictures, another to a large stained glass window, and the third to the back of the chapel. After a moment, the pedestals rest once more. Oh, I don't like that noise. 3 pedestals around the eggs are lit. The barrier protects the egg. Let's check the gallery, I guess. On the side of the chapel are various pictures spaced out across the entire wall. You approach the first and scan past each one, noting their content. You'll need to look more closely to find anything. Let's see. Let's look at the harbor first. You see an eagle's eye view of the harbor, only it is a beautiful day and filled with blue. Around the town are small blots of people and color, unlike anything you've seen in your brief stay. The warmth of the scene radiates from the painting. The layout of the harbor, even individual buildings, are identical to the real thing. Perhaps this is a recent work? You can even make out the small shop you passed along your way. Someone is walking into it. Wait. As you scan past the shop, something catches your eye. You peer closer and see an odd gray blotch. It's the man you talked to, the laughing man. You make eye contact. You recoil, but then he's gone. In his place is a blurry smudge on an empty street. Okay, well, I guess we're searching out this man. A beautiful cityscape covers the picture, surrounding a large town square. The architecture is something of the finest you've seen. In the center of the town square rests something large. Everyone is looking at it, surrounding it. A creature? Oh, is this telling the story of how they got changed? It becomes increasingly abstract towards the center. You can't tell what you're supposed to be looking at. It looks like it's breathing. Ugh. You'll need to look more close. Okay, I guess we are going through the story. The dark egg stands in all its glory in the center of the frame. At each corner is an angel, arms outstretched and holding a cloth they aim to drape over the egg. Behind the egg, in the distance, you see the same scene again. The brightness of the egg contrasts its name. Its brilliance seems to glow off the ink. You feel like you can understand the praises the angels sing of it. In truth, you've never been more certain of its power and of your goal. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice a small switch right by the painting. Was that always there? You reach out and flick the switch and hear an echoing click behind you. You turn and see one of the 4 beacons has dimmed away. The barrier weakens. Hello? 2 pedestals around the egg are lit. The barrier is even harder to see now. I don't like the stiffy steps. You follow one of the sparks towards a stained glass window lining the chapel's wall. Also, I have surround link sound on my headphones and it sounds like the steps are like running behind me. I don't like that. It depicts 2 wide wings surrounding a mess of colored panes without any real form. Despite the cloudy weather, light still shines through, tracing the floor. You can hear the rain pattering against the glass. That does not sound like rain. Nothing in the window moves, and yet every time you look back, you swear the colors are different. Light? The patterns made on the floor seem suspicious. When you get close, you notice a grid marked with lines and dots. The light touches only specific dots. Oh god, the light hitting the dots crawls through the lines connected. It seems you can move the lines around. Nailed it! The second grid sits right of the first. Blocks get in the way. Okay, can I rotate these at all? Let's see. Uh-oh. Maybe this and then... Oh! This. This. Excellent. A third grid sits right of the first with some spots missing. Okay, this is much easier than the blocks. Excellent. With a click, the third pattern lights up. Soon after, the light from beyond the glass vanishes and the patterns dull down to just scratches in the floor again. The rain continues to patter outside. When you turn around, you see one less lit pedestal around the egg. One pedestal around the egg is lit. It's trying its best. You know what? You are trying your best. Good job, egg. At the back of the chapel, the lights are dim. The roof slides down as you near the edge, squeezing the roof. The space is mostly empty, though there are various objects and furniture strewn about. You notice various books at one corner and a closet nearby, and the other a piano. The floor is a mess, but not a speck of dust in sight. Let's check the closet first. You open up the closet and find it deeper than you first thought. Far, far deeper. Though you're certain the chapel wasn't this long from the outside. Was it? You feel around for a light switch and find one, pressing it. Immediately, candles begin lighting a narrow hallway row by row. Uh-oh. On both sides of the hallway stand Oh no! Mannequins. Their faces are blank, save for 2 black holes where eyes should be. They all turn to you. Leave, 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 leave. Oh. You creep past the mannequins, slowly and without a sound. They do not move, and yet when you turn around, the ones behind you have turned their heads. Their eyes bore into you. Oh no! You ignore the mannequins and press on. The hallway is endless, the mannequins are endless, and everything looks the same. You're tiring. But thankfully, as you keep moving through the rows of heads, you stumble upon what seems to be the very same door you came in from. There's something attached to the door. Sheet music? You suppose it's time to get out of here. The only question is how to leave. I don't think we should go through that door. You turn around and aren't even surprised to find the mannequin staring at you once more. You scurry back through the hallway, going as quickly as possible. It'd be best not to come back here again. Woo! My sanity took up a pit there. You go to pick up the books, opening them as you do. You quickly find they're all in a language you do not understand. You place them on a nearby shelf. Piano. You find a rather beautiful piano despite its dust. I thought it said there was no dust. Its entire body has a lovely wooden sheen and the ivory keys sit eager to be played. You find the piano's music desk to be rather small, just large enough for a single page. Placing the sheet music you found inside the closet, it unfolds and fits beautifully as it were there the whole time. Always there, always meant to be there. Lay it! The sheet music lies in front of you. It seems it's just a simple scale. Oh God. Where are you? Perfect. As soon as you press the final key, a click is heard behind you, and the piano goes silent. You turn around and find one of the 4 pedestals has turned off. All 4 pedestals are unlit, the barrier is gone, and so is the egg. You wonder if your eyes are playing a trick on you. Stepping up to the altar where the barrier used to be, you can see as clear as day the egg is gone. You feel the altar looking for it. Perhaps it's been hidden. Try as you might, you find nothing about the egg. You are surprised, however, to find metal beneath your hand. You check your hand and find a key. You're not sure where the egg went, but this key could come in handy. What could it be for? The chapel is quiet. Pictures line the walls. A grand window frames the other, and the egg is gone. You stand in the center of the road. Blank faces passing you by. The chapel appears empty. Alright, so we did the chapel. We could explore. We don't really want to go. Let's knock on a nearby house. You knock on the door of a nearby home. Come in, you hear. You open the door and walk inside the house. On your left rests a calming fire, and close to it a man in a wheelchair. His face is tired, eyes black. He turns to you and smiles. Oh, a guest! Come, get warm by the fire. You start towards the jovial man. Why, I can't remember the last time we've had a guest. How is it out there? The rain doesn't seem to be doing you many favors, he chuckles, looking back into the fire. Well, you can rest here as long as you need. My wife has always been a great hostess, but she's out at the moment. A shame you can't meet her. You take a seat next to the man and he suddenly turns towards you. Say, did you happen to see my wife and daughter on your way? They were supposed to go for my medicine. You tell the man you didn't see anyone. He nods and leans back with a distant look. Oh well, they should be back any moment. I'm sure of it. The weather, he turns to amused. What's to say about it? It won't get sunny anytime soon, if that's what you're asking, the man chortles. No, it won't get sunny. If you're planning to venture out much further, make sure you're prepared. The cold is vicious out there. Vicious. My wife is strict about keeping bundled up. Man leans back in his chair when you ask him about the chapel. Ah, the old chapel. Such a lovely structure, isn't it? Say, have you seen the inside? You tell him you have. The old man gives a smile. Yes, beautiful, isn't it? The artwork especially. I know my daughter loves those pictures the most. I still remember when the folk around here used to actually visit the old thing. He stares off in thought. If I'm not mistaken, it was built back when people were first coming to this island. It was for the egg, the dark egg. They really worshipped that thing back then. The man lets out a snort. What am I even saying? They still do. And who could blame them? Not like there's much else around here. Why, it's the only thing that brings people to the island anymore. The man's belly rolls with each heaving laugh. You ask the man about the dark egg in the chapel. Oh, that old monument? It's a convincing replica, yes. But really, it's nothing like the real thing. When you get close to it, it's nothing. Nothing like it, you know? The man grips the arm of his chair. It lacks the feeling, right? You know, right? He turns to you, eyes wide. It's nothing, right? Just a goddamn fake, he spits out. The feeling it gives. The promises it makes. The lies it tells. That fake filth is nothing to the end. Oh, well, okay, there goes my sanity. Is there something you wanted to talk about? Okay. In the back alley, the rain is unable to reach. It is far more quiet. Snow steadily falls. Snow still falls steadily, and near the end of the alley rests a woman and her child. Frozen and dead. Their faces hold sadness and hope, and before them rests an offering box. You notice that the woman has a coat you could wear. It wouldn't do her any good. You approach the offering box in front of them. It's a small, worn little thing, but its wood casing is sturdy. Religious symbols, creatures of some kind adorn the outside, as well as a child's small doodles. You grab what few coins you have and toss them into the box. You hear a rattle inside. Hello, Nate. Welcome in. Welcome in. I am okay. Today is a cozy rest day. What about you? You hear a rattle inside, then silence. You look towards the woman and girl back to the box and pick it up. You place it in the mother's palm and close her hand around it. For a brief moment, you wonder if her palm is warm. When you stand up to walk out, your foot pushes against something soft. You look down and notice an abandoned coat. It looks unworn. Wait, take it. Wait, no, take it. It's quiet in the back alley. The mother sits against the wall with her little girl cuddling close to her. They look at peace. Oh, I didn't get the coat, though. Okay. I'm gonna freeze to death. Talk to a passerby, why not? You call out to the one of the people walking past, but they ignore you. You try again, only to fail again. Not a single one turns their head. You call out to more people, but the rain drowns you out. You reach for a person, only for them to change directions as you do so. Not a single one turns their head. Desperate, you wait for someone to come close, but it's as if everyone avoids you. You decide to throw caution to the wind and run to the nearest person. You grip them by the hand and stop them in their tracks. Panting, you look up and find them staring back into your eyes. You can see yourself in their inky black. Their eyes and face have no color. They smile, and when you blink, they're gone. You stand in the center of the road, blank faces passing you by. The chapel appears empty. Let's go back to the streets, I guess. Oh, wait, no, we gotta keep going. Let's, I guess, head to the we're gonna freeze to death. You continue up the path, climbing a small hill. The bitter wind gets worse with every step. As the hill plateaus, you reach the edge of a large cliffside overlooking a massive chasm. Up ahead is the ruined city. Old gates rest in front of the city, walls surrounding it as far as the eye can see. They hold strong even after their many years. You can see a palpable fog over the city. It seems to cling to it. The trail leads down towards the city gate, growing more snow-filled as it goes. We really need a coat. Opposite to it lies a flat trail towards what appears to be a small log cabin. Lanterns light the way. Nearby, a knight in black armor stands, overlooking the ruin below. The cold gates and the city they hold rest ahead. Surrounded by mist, the black knight stands overlooking the ruins. Nearby, the path to the log cabin is dimly lit. What? Maybe we should talk to that guy and let him know his wife and stuff is not coming back. You stand at the center of the road. Wait. I want to go to the house. Okay, well, I guess that's not an option anymore. Okay, onwards. Let's talk to the knight. You approach the knight. He is covered head to toe in sleek black armor, leaving nothing exposed. His sword sticks into the ground in front of him, and his hands rest on its hilt. That's not good for your sword. He doesn't turn, but when you come close, he speaks before you can. So, you've come. I'm not sure why. I'm surprised. He speaks strangely, as if familiar of you. You, me, city. I know you're here to claim the egg. You know there are many of you, right? Don't think you're unique in your journey. The knight gestured towards the ruined city with his head. How many of you do you think I see go into that city? How many do you think I've seen come back out? The knight's form sags ever so slightly. The knight turns to you, water glistening along his helmet. You see only black through the few cracks. He studies you for a brief moment before responding, "No, I don't think you do." The knight turns back to the city. The knight stands silent long enough that you wonder if he didn't hear you. Then he responds, "That mist above the city, it clings to the ruins like it's alive," he says. "It's something I noticed a long time ago. It isn't natural. You can even see the edges of it whisk away as soon as it gets too far from the walls." You follow his gaze to the ruin's edge and see he's right. The mist stops just past the borders, clinging to the city alone. The knight clutches the hilt of his sword tighter. When you plan to go in there, you should be prepared. This place, your egg, it isn't what it seems. He turns towards you. Like, you already know that. You can't see his face, but you can feel his gaze. You know, the ferryman said that too. Alright, thank you, knight. You say goodbye to the knight and turn to leave, but he stops you. "Wait," he says. "I think you should have this before you go. I know you're planning to enter the ruins. I know nothing will stop you either, but when it goes to hell, maybe this time I'll see one of you come out of there." Are we in like a time loop? What did it just give us? A blast potion, okay. Excellent. So far, so good. It's not for the entrance. Was there another door? Oh my god, we have to go back to the chapel. Ugh. My sanity. Alright, we've already seen all this. Tentatively, you go to open the door in front of you. Nothing looks out of place. This is the same door, you're sure of it. Steeling yourself, you unlock the door and creak it open to what looks like the back of the chapel. Only something seems off. My sanity is dwindling. Only something seems off. You go to the altar in the center and find a stone resting on it instead of the egg. Bizarrely, the barrier has returned, or perhaps this is a different barrier? A different altar altogether? This time the beacons the pedestals hold are all turned off. Testing one of the pedestals, you find the switches they hold work this time round. A press on one turns on some lights, a press on the other turns them off. They are unpredictable, but at least they're consistent. The stone shimmers behind the barrier and some pedestals stand unlit. You're not sure what the stone is, but it is purer black than what paves this chapel. The pedestals rest, their beacons unlit. What would pressing their switches do? Okay. You hear a click, but the lights shut off. The switches are behaving differently too. Oh no! Okay, perfect. Another click, but the pedestal shuts off again. One locks with a barrier. It will need to be lit and unlocked. Oh, so this one will unlock it. This and then this. Oh, I see. That's unfortunate. Let's see. But I can't use that because then it will unlock it, or it will lock it. Let's see. And then if I get it to activate again, let's see. Let's do this and then let's see. This. Oh no, it's locked. Let's see. No, but then that bones me there. Okay, we finally figured it out. We just had to finagle it a little bit. The pedestals roar to life and finally quench the barrier. With a low drone, it vanishes from
view as all 4 pedestals stand with its lit beacons. All that's left is to grab the stone. A deep black stone with an undulling sheen. It can be used in many ways, but once used, it will vanish. Whoa! 4 pedestals stand around the altar, beacons lit. Where the stone once rested now lies nothing. I don't know what that just did. Alright, check the window. You turn to where the window would be and find pictures instead. The other side of the chapel holds no window, only a flat wall of black stone. In fact, it dawns on you that there are no windows here, not even small ones. You go to open the chapel doors but find them locked. Your key doesn't work. Uh-oh. Heading over to the chapel's gallery, you find each picture is distorted. For some reason, it's impossible to tell why they are wrong, but you can feel they are wrong fundamentally. The colors, the settings, it's all wrong. You feel disgusted and have to turn away. Alright, well, back to the closet. Prize in hand, you decide it's time to head back. You turn back and open the closet, finding the long hallway once more. Only one thing left to do. Maybe there's still more here. I don't like that it offered that. Let's see. We tried the front, we tried the window and the pictures. Check the 4 pedestals stand around the altar's beacons lit. Where the stone once rested now lies nothing. Okay, yeah. We're good. We've done what we need to do. You walk down the hallway wondering if what you saw was just a dream. But the shimmering stone in your hand gently says otherwise. Alright. The chapel's quiet, pictures line the wall, the egg is gone. Okay. Let's leave. We can't go back to the house at all. Okay, I guess we go back over to the overlook. The gold gates of the city, they hold rest ahead. That's a weird... The gold gates and the city they hold rest ahead, surrounded by mist. The black night stands overlooking the ruins. Nearby, the path to the log cabin is dimly lit. Walk towards the cabin, walk down the path towards the gates. Okay, let's go to the cabin. You walk towards the cabin. Its trail calm and flat. Pass old lumps, rocks maybe, as you go. The closer you get, the larger you realize the cabin is, and soon you see a faded and chipped sign that simply says "Inn." The lumps grow more numerous. Upon closer inspection, you realize they are frozen bodies wet with rain. They stretch their arms towards the inn. Awareness, inspect the frozen bodies. You edge closer to one of the frozen people. They look to be locked in time from the cold. You look around to men, women, even children strewn along the pathway. As you look from person to person, you find them all reaching directly towards the door of the inn. Some with one hand outstretched, others with both. Some use their weapons, their bags, even their face if they had nothing else. A chill runs down your spine and you soon stop looking. You manage to find some spare gold lying around the meantime. Oh, I lost more sanity. Okay, and my energy. Standing outside the inn, bodies lay strewn everywhere here. It's quiet. The lights are on inside. You walk inside the inn, the warmth kissing your face. A counter flanked by 2 sets of stairs lies centered in front of you, with a fire crackling gently in the corner. The room is constricted otherwise. Tight wooden walls save for the fireplace. The room is not even a fraction of the size of what you saw outside. What's this? The man behind the counter looks up at you. He beckons you to come closer. It only takes a few steps. Another traveler, I see, he says. Come to rest your weary body. It's cold out there, no? He looks back towards one of the stairwells. I haven't seen many travelers come and go through this inn of mine. Some young and filled with spirit, others old enough to know better. But no matter the reason for your journey, I can guarantee rest here for when you need it. Should things ever become too dire out there, he continues, I imagine you might well wake up here again. After all, no matter the nightmare, it is just a nightmare after all, isn't it? The innkeeper looks down at something on his desk, but you cannot see it. He begins to write. Now tell me, traveler, why have you come here? If you wish to sleep, just enter up the stairs, either one. If you'd rather a short rest, the fireplace has room for more. The firelight dances across the room. There are few windows where rain and snow patter outside. It feels safe. You decide to tell the innkeeper the reason you journey. You tell him that you wish to get the dark egg. His eyes light up as you speak. Well, who am I to stop someone from trying to reach their desires? One doesn't go looking for the egg without sense and purpose. To try and hold the dark egg is to risk everything, and the road will not be kind to you, young one. No, it will not be kind at all. The innkeeper reaches into a drawer below the desk, and you hear rustling of paper and clattering of metal. He pulls a small key up onto the countertop. This here, he taps the key, is the key to the gates. I'd be happy to give it to you, but first I must ask you to do something for me. You look to him and ask him what he wants. He smiles. What I want, young one, is a stone from the chapel. You remember the chapel, right? You must have passed it on the way here. Hard to miss. Quite charming on the inside, too. Inside that chapel, he continues, is a stone, a magic stone of sorts, or at least that's what the rumors have said. No one has found any such thing for as long as that chapel has stood. He grabs the key and places it back into his drawer, but you seem different, young one. I want you to search for it. It's not a deal breaker if you can't find it, it's just a rumor after all. In truth, it's wishful to still believe something like that could exist after all this time. But as someone aiming for the egg, I imagine you should know what it's like to chase a wish. I think you know exactly what it is that I feel. You nod. Give, I think. Intelligence, I'm not sure if I'm very smart. Here, as soon as he mentions the stone, you rifle through your bag and find it. You place it on the counter and push it towards him, because we need the key, right? We're probably really bad liars. He appears equally surprised as he is amused. My, how impressive. You already grabbed the darn thing? With a smile, he reaches for the stone, dragging it back with him. He leans back in his chair, examining the stone. Its sheen is even more exaggerated in the dim lighting. I must say, I am surprised at how capable you are. I think you'll go far, young one. Yeah, we're just nosy as hell. With a pleased sigh, he puts the stone down and slides it back to you across the counter. He opens his drawer and pulls out paper. He writes. You look at him with growing confusion. You thought he wanted the stone? Yes, I did, young one, but not to keep, he smiles. A tired man like me has no need for such a stone. There's nothing left for me to change. I only wanted to confirm the rumors I heard so very long ago. And now that I have, I'm more than satisfied. He gestures for you to pick up the stone. Go on, take it. Use it wisely. And of course, your key. Place the key on the counter. You might as well leave the gates open while you're at it. I fear any others who would have tried to get past them are long gone now. Nice. It is silent for some time, and thinking the conversation over, you begin to turn. Oh, before you go, young one, I should warn you, the innkeeper calls out to you. I'm sure you've seen the mist around the city. It makes things cold, very cold. Going without proper clothing will be a terrible idea. You won't make it far. Of that, I can assure you. Like, you begin to ask about the cost of a room, but the innkeeper stops you. We don't need coin if you just wish to rest. It costs us nothing. But, he adds as you begin walking up the stairs, if you wish to change yourself, that will always cost you, as much as it costs anyone else. And while a night or two of rest could serve you well, I would avoid sleeping for too long. The island does not like visitors. You decide to ignore his cryptic comments. Perhaps they'll make more sense in the future. After climbing the stairs, you find yourself between rows of countless rooms down a long straight hallway. Though you hadn't been given a key, you find one in your hands. Its tag says 8. The hallway isn't lit, only the light from the staircase illuminates the path. Each and every room you pass says it's occupied, though you see no light coming from any door. You approach the door labeled 8, only vaguely able to see it with the weakening light. Your key slots in perfectly, and you gently open the door. A lantern lights the room when you walk in. You see a bed and an orb? The orb is a rather curious shade of grayish purple, standing by the side of the bed. You've never seen anything like it. It appears dull, but as you near its colors become vibrant and bright. You reach your hand out and feel a warmth emanating from its surface. You touch the orb and feel your eyelids grow heavy. You close them and see yourself in a way you've never seen before. Oh. Skill points! Oh my goodness. Alright, resets all skills. Willpower, intelligence, agility, constitution. Let's see. Devour. Steal 1 of energy stat from a single target for 3 turns with 116% chance. Okay. Surge, strike through a single target dealing 6, 110% strength plus 3, 30% AGI, damage and moving past them for a fixed distance. That kind of sounds nice. When learned, copies the last skill learned, resets when unlearned. Okay. Converts a single target's next turn into yours with a 31% chance. Interesting. Once per day, your first failed speech check is re-rolled. Okay. Inflame, dealing 6 damage and having their strength for 1 turn with a 65% chance. Damaging skill, drain 1 sanity to deal 15% more damage. That doesn't sound right. All gold drops give 1 to 2 extra golds. Oh, that sounds kind of nice too. Okay, let's, I guess, this is awareness. I guess we'll go here. Oh, just kidding. You do not have enough skill points. Oh, I can only pick 1. I see. Cool. Alright. Do you wish to save changes? Sure. Open the skills menu. Okay. A lantern lights the room with a soft yellow. You find yourself in your room at the inn. Equip new skills in your skill tree. Oh wait, no, I didn't want to do that. Alright, sleep. You remove your other garments and get into bed. The lights dim away as you do. Your eyes grow heavy and you drift off into sleep. I hope this fixes my sanity problem. Oop, it does! Alright. We can leave now. It is now 5 a.m. Standing outside the inn, bodies lay strewn everywhere. It's quiet, the lights are on inside. You avoid looking at them too closely. Okay. You manage to find some more gold and a near empty potion, but nothing else. How does our gold look now? Only 15 oofta. Okay. Alright. That's fine. Hey, could you give me a coat, my guy? That would be really nice. Kelly's aware of you. Alright, I guess. I would like the coat. Let me sell something. Damn it. Never mind. Okay. Did I just bone myself? As you move downward, the snow starts to stick to the ground, the rain stopping completely. A howling wind blows from the gates ahead, black metal polished with ice. You approach the gate but find it to be locked. You give the gate a light push, but it doesn't even budge. Strewn around are frozen bodies covered in snow. All around you are bodies of unspoken adventurers, merchants, wanderers. Each journey began for their own reason, but all ended here. It seems that most things have already been taken, likely from other travelers along the way. You do, however, find a pouch of gold and a sword. You've never used one before. It might very well be time to learn. How much... Excellent. Excellent. How much gold did that give me? None? Oh, 15! God damn it, we're back to we're back to 30 gold! You approach the gate, key in hand. The metal is frozen to touch, but the key still slides in until it fits snugly inside. A small turn and a series of grinding clicks are heard from the lock. All at once, the gate begins pulling outwards away from you. Metal screeches at regular intervals as the gate moves, perhaps the first time in years. The gate begins to slow as it fully opens. Whatever mechanism inside that were given it the force to move also seems to be holding it in place. The path to the ruined city is open. The snow surrounds the open gates. Their black frozen frames look like open jail cell, warning of the dangers inside. Oh, what's that? Oh, this is so good. Have lost gold before? I sure have. Whoops. Does that give me cold resistance? Does that give me 40 gold? It does! Okay, walk back to the Abbey. Go to the chapel. Let's equip. Equip this. Oh, we already have that. Okay, cool. Heck yeah, look at us go. Alright, let's go back. Chapel's quiet. What? No, I didn't go to the chapel. I went to the street and then shop. Equipment 20. Perfect. And what does that look like for us? Defense 1, cold resistance 1, water resistance 1. It's the same thing? Excuse me. Oh my gosh, and I can only have 1. Well, I feel cheated. Ah well, what can you do? Alright, leave. Let's go back up to the snow is getting heavier. Your hands are freezing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ruined architecture carves a path through the snowy road up to the city's entryway. A grand stone bridge. Bordering the entire city, or at least as much as you can see, is a great chasm. You cannot see the bottom, only the black nothingness it drops into. Snow rests atop mountains on both of your sides across the chasm, past the city lies more on the horizon. The bridge is old and broken at various points, but it's your only way forward. You should be safe to walk, you tell yourself, and past it. Crossing the bridge is no simple feat. Oh, where's the settings? Allow skipping. Let's turn this down some. That's a little loud. Oh, I can change it. No, I like the pixel. Alrighty, crossing the bridge is no simple feat. As grand as it appeared on your way here, it is even grander to cross. You think you saw pillars reaching down to the chasm for support, but horrid groaning noises from the stone make you second-guess yourself. Corpses dot the bridge as you cross it, some frozen and others without flesh. Noting that many of these are likely to be adventurers, you begin to rifle through each corpse for gold, items, weapons, anything of value. You do find a few things as you search. The eyes of the lost and the frozen catch yours, even as you try to avoid them. It shakes you. Your keen eye spots some extra gold lying around. A piece of stonework crumbles off the bridge's side as you walk past it. It falls into the abyss and you never hear it hit the ground. Excellent, excellent. Oh, that's also really good gold. Alright, we already searched the bodies and did the things. The groaning gets louder as you walk along. With each step, you grow increasingly weary. A large fissure spiders through the ground beneath you and see a massive crag of stone slough off. You pick up pace immediately. You scramble through the collapsing bridge, the sides bursting and crumbling. Debris flies behind you. With a shaking breath, you stumble onto the solid edge of the bridge. The collapse has ceased, the ancient stone now in the abyss below. You look back at the wide divide. No turning back now. The landscape speckles itself with ruined buildings, old stone roads, and shattered monuments. The walls of the city reach much further than what still stands. As you reach the end of the bridge, it crumbles out to a large drop downwards. Through the mist, you can faintly see the broken remains of a stairway. Let's see. You walk up the staircase to a higher portion of the city. Ruins of the town lie below you, fading in the fog as you climb. At the top of the staircase is a wide walkway filled with stands, homes, banners, the remnants of a well-used market. Snow covers everything you see. It's quiet. Houses, broken as they are, block your view past the immediate street. Okay. The small alleyway is largely empty, but a small opening in the back leads to a house hidden from the main street. Inside is a lived-in room with a small man sitting inside, a blanket wrapped around himself. The room is noticeably warmer without the harsh winds outside. He jolts up and looks up at you surprised. Who? He sits at a table alone, eating dried meat. 3 empty seats surround it. The man huddles into his chair, away from you, and stares. He takes another bite anyways. Welcome in! The man huddles into his chair away from you and stares. He takes another bite anyways. Attack! You give a greeting, trying to alleviate his worries. Oh, you're just a traveler? I see. He nods his head fiercely. I promise I have risen. Welcome in. You haven't really missed much. We just started an indie game that is free on Steam called The Dark Egg. It is very interesting so far. It's like a choose your own adventure, but like interactive screens down. It's pretty cool. How's your day? How'd you sleep? Well, welcome then to my, well, our humble abode. It's a bit messy right now, but well, he points towards the door. It's just so cold these days, you know? Hard to get much done. Besides the door, nothing else leads outside. There are no windows, and the only light comes from a small lantern hanging from the ceiling. The man watches you. Had a good dream, slept pretty good like a rock. That is excellent news. The man watches you. Is he waiting for you to say something? There's food lying all around the house. You said R before? The man smiles at your question. Yes, R. Me, my wife, and our children. They're out right now, though. He leans back in his chair. I'm holding down the fort for now. Got plenty of food for them stored up. See, I think they'll be a mite hungry when they get back. I want to make sure I can welcome them back with a warm meal. Oh, what a sweet man. Oh, where? Down at the temple, see? Have you seen it? He points east in the general direction of the town square. It's down over past the markets. Biggest thing here. Protects us from the cold, he giggles. Well, much as it can anyways, with these winters. People go over there to pray when the cold bites this bad. My wife went too. The man's smile drops for a moment. They'll be back when they're back, I guess. When everyone's done. He seems to be lost in thought. He does not look at you when he speaks. When winter was kicking up, people started to go missing. So people went to pray for the cold to calm down, but then they go missing. More pray, more go missing. Missing, everyone goes missing. The man huddles into himself, staring down. I had to work. I still had to work, see, I couldn't go with them. But my wife, she takes the kids and they go pray. Say they'll come back soon. He starts to smile again. And I'll be here when they come back, see? I have a full meal for the lot of them. Ready and waiting, so I must be here. I must wait. The man stares through you, a smile lowers. You plan to pray then? Ah, well, yes, you should go pray. It is good, it is. It is what we do. Just go down the stairs past the market. You won't miss the temple there. Big doors that close. They close and close and close and close. They never open. They never open anymore. Why? Why won't they open anymore? The man clutches his head. I am giving this poor man an existential crisis. I think he knows his family is gone, but he's like holding out hope. After a moment of silence, he calls to you, head still drooped. You'll come back, you with everyone. You'll come back from the temple. And when you do, I'll be waiting, see? I'll be here and I'll have a meal for you too. He looks up and smiles again. Food piles in all corners of the house, ice and salt used liberally. He catches your wandering eye. The food? He looks confused, then widens his eyes. Of course! You must be trying to hold out through this winter as well, right? It's quite cold these days, no chance for hunt or harvest. I only have so much, but I can spare some for you, traveler. Here, take it, be safe. Aw, that is so sweet. That is really sweet. You did not have to do that. Jerky bits. Yeah, he's so sweet. I didn't mean to take your stuff, my guy. Oh, I'm not gonna ask for more. I don't want to attack him either. It's quiet. Houses, broken as they are, block your view past the immediate street. Okay, so we went to the left alley. let's go. A ladder leads up to the roof of a house. Let's go up the ladder and then let's cut back towards the main city. You climb up the ladder to the house's rooftop and find a sprawling web of pathways from roof to roof, hidden from the streets below. Doors lead in and out of the attics of homes, and abandoned shops exist up here as well. A few of these stands still hold some of their wares. The air is colder up here, but the fog is largely gone. It covers over the streets, making it hard to see below the walkways. The rooftops have clear wear on them, but look pretty sturdy for any traveler. Different shops hold old linens, broken pots, empty vials, and shattered glasses for sale. Most of it is more aesthetic than practical. None of it is useful to you. You do, however, notice that almost all of them have the dark egg etched onto them somewhere, along with a series of odd winged beasts. At the back of one stand is an intact glass pot mostly wrapped in a pouch. It has no noticeable wear. Perhaps it might sell for something. Let's use the catwalks. From above, you can see past the outer city walls into the Arctic wasteland beyond. And after that, the land is devoured by the city's wide outer chasm. The old rooftops crumble at several spots, and many of the guardrails have rusted away. Thanks. Glass pot. Roof market, attic, street, and terrace. Let's go to the rooftop market. The rooftops have a clear wear on them, but look pretty sturdy for any traveler. Oh wait, I was already there, just kidding. I guess go to attics. The bridgeway rounds the side of a row of houses, each one with their sides torn off. Their attics exposed, most of what inside is old and rotten from the elements. The open maws of the rooftop do make a nice place to hide from the cold though. While inside one of the attics, you find a small satchel of old coins. Nice! We did it! I guess go to the terrace. The stone bridges lead to a large circular fountain of sorts, though nothing flows anymore. A broken pergola towers over the area covered with snow. Pergola's right? The sky courtyards overlook the town below. A pathway leads to the rooftops of the main city, but the catwalks there are dangerously decayed. Enter the old shack. What old shack? There is no old shack here, but old shack. A doorway attaches to the shack's roof where the remains of a door used to be. You walk the sturdy stone to the shack. The shack is empty, dusty, books lie against a wall in a small library of sorts. The most are torn and unusable. A large window lies at the side of the shack, overlooking the ruined city. Just barely through the fog, you can make out a woman standing still in the center. The air is as stale as the shack itself. I guess that could be his wife. You go to the window and squint, trying to discern as much as possible. The fog fights you at every turn. The only thing clear are the ruins of various houses and the woman. Looking closer, you can see her mouth moving. She turns towards the window and swivels her head upwards. Your eyes meet. She stands still. Her mouth is moving. Is she saying something? You can't tell. She looks down. She walks away. Check out the bookshelf. The bookshelf is filled with plenty of books, some older than the others. The tiles on their spines are written in the same strange language you found in the books of the chapel. Unreadable, an old native language maybe? The dust is heavier here, likely due to the clutter. When you turn from the shelf, you notice one book open on a writing desk. It is badly damaged, but the lettering catches your eye. It's readable, written in your tongue. You parse whatever text is left of the book, though the rips make it hard to make out. The Sky Children, with their great knowledge, were worshipped by the humans across the islands. Every item made was to be marked with a sigil in their image. The next page is especially torn. They who came from above, their numerous gifts a blessing, the foolish humans of the ground. A form fit for ones greater than us, ever-changing. Their eternal eyes, nothing more can be read. On another page, still fully intact, is a drawing of a monument to the egg. It depicts the Sky Children lowering the egg to the people below. Travel to the main city despite the dangers. Let's go back to the catwalks. Climb down to the street. Okay. Alright, so we went to the left alley. Let's go to the right alley, I guess. Guardrails pen you in from falling. The streets lead to the markets and the stairs down to the city. The old rooftops crumble at several spots and many of them have guard. Okay, we already did this. Walk down. Is there another old shack? Oh no. Leave. Alright, stairs, I guess. She does not move, she only stares. Beyond her, a great temple within 2 closed doors stands. It pierces above the fog and the upper wall. Wait, what happened? What just happened? Why did it why is it skipping? Take everything from the table. Center of the table has more. You can hear her breathing, a struggling gasp. Why is it skipping? Hello? Regards you with care, though her attention appears limited and distracted. What do you mean? Let's not do that, please. The witch regards you with care, though her attention appears. What? How the witch regards you with? Oh my god! This is bullshit. The door to the temple are closed shut, unmovable. Their stone is glossy and sleek, not to crack it. Okay. What is going on here? We have missed so much stuff. Oh lord. Okay, what did we get? Ruby ring. Oh, cold resistant. We got the chapel key. Oh no, we already used that one. Okay. A small painting. So we are building iron. The center of the table has room for more offerings. Oh wait. Thanks. Oh, we can go unlock this now. Wait, unlock it. Okay. Well, it looks like this is all done. So climb the stairs and then go up the ladder. Oh, we're already up there though. Ability. Oh, well, I don't know what just happened. Dadgummit. No, why is it skipping? We're making great progress though. Oh, we have another skill too. Excellent. That should help us some. Yeah, look at that. Our attack is 10 now. Okay. The bridgeway stretches north above the market. What is it? And in plain view of the window is an odd creature of some kind, hunched over. It covers itself with great white wings and it's blue. He gestures to his festering wound. Please, please help me. Help this poor creature. The sky sires its back wings open. His now fully visible wound looks painful and hot. I can't. I don't know how she's thinking it, but her words are all nothing but a lie. Only because of me that the city is still standing despite her best wishes. If you kill her now, I can finally rest. He closes his eyes. Oh, I don't know what I did, but I did something. Etching run on the entire length of the bridge walls, all of the winged creatures or the dark eggs. Oh, you're back. What is it? I don't want to attack him. Jesus Christ. We're gonna quick quick save here, actually, and this time is flying for me. We will continue this tomorrow. I want to make my way through the indie games I have this week, because it looks like they're going to be longer ones. But that is all the time that I have for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I appreciate every single one of you. I will have stream going earlier tomorrow. Today was a little lackadaisical. But other than that, that is all I got. I appreciate every single one of you, new and old faces, that hop in the chat to chit chat with me or just lurk. I couldn't do it without you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!